Hey folks, Bada Bing here, thank you for joining me. I have got another unboxing, and this is going to be pretty special because I've wanted one of these for so long, and if you have read the title, you know what this is. The wrapping job they've done on this thing is excellent. I ordered this about 3 weeks ago. I can't tell what it is yet. Oh yes, VI-46. Finally, I've got one of the most prestigious airsoft guns ever made.
VI-46, who are they and what do they want? If you're sat there thinking to yourself, I've never heard of VI-46 before, well honestly I'm not surprised, because aside from the small corner of the world where airsoft guns are made, this brand doesn't have all that much reach. VI-46 are a small family-run airsoft company that produces the finest and most realistic AR GBBRs on the planet. Originally they started out making airsoft parts for brands like Inukatsu. Remember those guys? Beautiful replicas, but totally shit airsoft guns. Until the time when they parted ways from Aino and began producing complete guns. VT utilised the same manufacturing procedures found on real firearms, so they offer forged receiver sets, CNC milling and anodizing. To this day they're still improving and trying to keep up with demand. As I understand, the family of skilled enthusiasts under the snake have less than 10 employees, so the reasons why their products fetch a high retail price becomes clear when you take that into account.
I got this bad boy all the way, not from Taiwan because they're made in Taiwan, but I just could not for the life of me get one of these things. Just impossible. Absolutely impossible. I emailed several shops and they weren't going to ship to the UK, they didn't want to. So I had to think outside the box, and I found this particular one on one of those Japanese auction websites, and there was more hurdles to get over because of course I didn't understand Japanese and I couldn't access the main website where this one came from, so I had to go through a proxy. Okay, now due to the feedback of the previous owner of this particular GBBR, a lot of the proxies didn't want to touch it, but I found Japan Rabbit and they were more than happy to take my money off of me. So I was really thankful for that, and that's how I got, big reveal, this. And let's just angle it towards the light a little bit more. Oh yes, this. The VI-46 VI-46, or the HK416 from a VI-46. And I need to look at this. Sorry, I'm looking at this thing through the viewfinder. I shouldn't do that. I need to look at this thing with my eyes and this thing. Wow, it's gorgeous. Oh God, this thing is beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Don't know what all these things are for. Okay. Wow. Alright, let's flip this one over. And zoom in here. Full trademarks, which look... oh, don't they look gorgeous? Look at that. Now for a second-hand used gun, this thing looks pretty much brand new. Alright, so let's just look over the rail. Can't see any scratches whatsoever. It just all looks brand new. I mean, with the description that I found on the advert, didn't really give me a lot to go on. I did have some fairly nice photos, but you know, they're never really amazing, are they? And we got the typical kind of LMT type crane buttstock there. Very much mid 2000s, 416, that kind of era, with the A2 pistol grip. Wow, this thing is gorgeous. Okay, I need to cut these things off because they are doing my head in. Okay, bear with. Alright, now there's all the tape off of the 416, and yeah, this thing is just gorgeous from every angle. Oh, just look at it. I mean, condition wise, it is pretty much perfect. I can see a scratch here on the flash hider where the previous owner must have dinged it somewhere, and he must have mounted something like a sling swivel here or something. But other than that, it's pretty much good to go. I mean, there's a bit of scratching in the magwell, but that's okay by me. Apart from that, this is pretty much in pristine condition. So let's see what else I got with this. It did come with a few magazines. I don't know whether this was all him or the proxy that supplied with the bubble wrap, but I did request sort of additional bubble wrap, so I guess it was just this it was lined with, but whatever, they did an amazing job at packing this thing. And I believe these are EB Tech CO2 magazines. I mean, I probably would just sell them because I don't use CO2, I don't like CO2. It's just a big pain in the ass to open up the bottom and chuck in the capsule, and really you only get a magazine's worth out of it. So what's the point? And then you're just throwing away a big chunk of metal at the end of the day. It's extremely wasteful. I don't like that. I much prefer using propane if I can, because I can just top up as and when, and it's so much easier. And the magazine itself is in quite good condition too. So, and there's EB Tech, or EB Enterprise, made in Taiwan. So let's seat one of these in the 416. Okay. Takes a little bit of encouragement, but it's in there. And wow, very stiff to withdraw. Push the button. There we go. All nice and tight. That's what he said. Alright, let's go around and just charge this bad boy for the first time. Okay, quite a stiff recoil spring in there, and it looks like the bolt carrier has got the short stroke thing in the buffer tube, so yeah, that's cool. Selector switch, really stiff, but flows nicely into the fire modes. And trigger. Okay. Wow. Now that breaks really hard. It's like breaking glass. Even the hammer drop on this thing is really loud. Wow. Okay, let's get the box off the table and then just put this one down. And there she is in all her glory. Oh, this thing is just gorgeous. It really is. So I got 3 EB Tech CO2 magazines with this thing, which, as I said before, probably won't be keeping, but it'd be nice that I can actually see what it's like with CO2, so I might buy a couple of CO2 capsules to use temporarily before we part ways and I get rid of these things, because propane is the way forward. It's much cheaper for me. These are the little accessories which come with it. So you've got this tool here which you can use to take the rail off with the H&K style screw that attaches the rail in place. So there's that. Plus you get the accessory from VI-46, which is the muzzle thread adapter. So probably won't be using that. I'll just stick with the old bird cage because that one works, does the job. Now let's take a look at this finish, shall we? Oh my god, this thing is beautiful, isn't it? Now I've had the VFC HK416 before and those have really quite nice finishes, but this is just a little bit better, I think anyway. It just looks just a little bit more, I don't know, just, you know, I mean, I no longer have one to compare, but I think looking at it, just a little bit better than the VFCs. Maybe they use a better anodizing or something. But yeah, beautiful, right? And the trades, oh my god, the trades. Look. Oh, this is filth, isn't it? Oh, this is just utter pornography. Now, I know what you might be saying. Hey, can you pick up a VI-46 straight direct from VI-46 with these trademarks? And the answer is no. Unfortunately, they do not supply the HK trademarks from the factory. You'll have to get those put on yourself. Luckily for me, the guy that bought this originally, brand new, bought it from a shop in Japan, and they themselves do the trades. So I was quite lucky in that respect. So his loss is my gain. Look at it. Let me just flip this bad boy over. And we can have a look at this side. Yes. Yes. Utter pornography. Oh, and that's cheeky as well. That is cheeky, isn't it? Oh man. I need a cup of coffee to go with this. What am I doing? And here we go. Wow. Look at that. My brand new VI-46 and my cup of coffee. Could this day get any better? Well, yes it can, because I could just have some of that too. Yeah. Beautiful. This right here, this is Paul Allen's GBBR. Oh yes. Yep, Patrick Bateman, eat your heart out. Paul Allen is here. Now let's take a look at the internals, just to see. I mean, it is a used gun after all, so we need to see what the internals are doing, see how okay, check the bolt carrier first. Okay, now it looks like the previous user has gone in there, and I don't think that's factory. Looks like he's gone in there and polished the underside of the bolt carrier here. So there's that. A real fine chunk of steel though, really quite heavy. I think I heard it was something like 300 grams these things are. And there's the aluminium nozzle. Yeah, it just looks excellent. Like, the craftsmanship is astounding. And let's retract the nozzle, yep. With the dual O-ring setup. Oops, there goes the nozzle guide. Whoops, okay, let's just get this one back in. Which way does it go? I have no idea. So even the guy polished this, it looks like. Yeah, I don't mind that. If it runs a little bit slicker, then that's fine by me. It's a real quality piece of kit. And this component right here just feels, you know what I mean? Just but the way how it looks, how it's finished, the way the steel feels in my hand, because it is steel. Yeah. Interesting. It would be good to start shooting this thing to see what it's like, what it performs like. It's just a shame that the guy didn't have a video of this thing going off so you can see what it's shooting like, because every time when I sell an airsoft gun particularly, I like to make a video just so that people are aware that the item itself is completely 100% functional, just so everyone knows, you know, it's just a lot better that way. But overall this thing looks pretty much brand new, apart from the obvious signs on the bolt carrier where the guy's probably gone in there to smooth it all out, make the operation a lot smoother. Bolt catch. Yeah, what do you guys think? Looks clean, right? Not bad at all. Yes. Yes. It's my Sean Connery. Pushy. Okay, if you guys haven't seen Goldfinger and don't understand that reference, I'm not referring to female genitalia there. It is a character. Go watch Goldfinger. It's great. It's one of the finest James Bond movies. Anyway, moving on. Right, upper receiver here, and let's take a look down into the chamber. Yeah, you can see like the half moon shape coming in there from the tensioner on the top. Chamber looks to be all in good condition. There's no signs of any broken BBs anywhere, any BB swarf or chunks or anything. It looks really clean. Can't really tell about the barrel, but I'll get into that later. Flipping this up so you can see down into the guts, and then you got the mock gas piston. That's famous with the HK416, and the charging handle, which is your typical AR-15 type charging handle, which I believe is completely compatible with the real steel. Would I be swapping it out for something a little bit more up to date? No. Reason being, what's the point? I'm not a high-speed guy. I just yank the thing and charge the rifle. That's what he said. I just charge the rifle and it does what it's supposed to do. I really don't care for those kind of accessories. To me, it's a waste of money. To other people, it might be beneficial, but no, I'd rather spend the money on something else. Where is it? Where did I see it? I saw it earlier off camera. You would have loved it. Where is it? Ooh, what's that? Alright, let's spin this around. Alright, gather around everybody. Ooh, 5.56. Where is it? Oh, HKC. That shop in Japan really went to great lengths with the trademarks. Oh, that's filthy. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back out. Whoa. Okay. Okay, now we have the VI-46 buffer and recoil spring, and inside there we should have that little short stroke buffer. Now it's completely optional. If you remove it, you get your full bolt travel, but if you keep it in, you just get a little bit more rate of fire. I would probably, I'd probably like to keep it in just for a little bit of a, you know what, I can't be bothered, but yeah, it's in there. And if you care, I'm just reassembling this, and the forward assist. Oops. The forward assist works. Is it useful on airsoft? No, Real steel? I don't know. Who cares? But anyway, they made it a thing on here, so that's nice. Okay, it's been over 6 years since I bought this. This is a genuine HK slimline buttstock for the HK416, MR556 or MR223, and I've been waiting, just waiting, for a good HK416 to put this on. And now I think I'm going to put it on this one. So, it's been sat in a drawer, not doing anything for that length of time, and now it's time to shine, and it's probably not even gonna bloody fit. Let's give it a go. Okay. Let's get this all in shot. Alright, so far so good. Alright, so... Oh. Okay. Yes. A little bit of a wobble. Yeah, a little bit of a wobble here and there, but I can fix that with some tape on the outside of the buffer tube, so that's not a problem whatsoever. And there we go. Finally! You've got a home now. You have a home. Welcome home. Welcome home, HK Slimline Buttstock. Coffee. So, this VI-46 in hand feels solid. Well, that's actually an understatement. It feels more robust than solid. The rail, how it attaches to the receivers, just no flex, no wobble, nothing whatsoever. There's no creak, there's no rattling apart from when I just put this on there. Other than that, there's nothing. Little loose floor plate of the EB Tech magazine. Apart from that, she is rock solid and gorgeous. Okay, first shots with the ViperTech VI-46 or HK416 or Paul Allen's GBBR. Let's do this. And that is me done with the overview of the ViperTech VI-46 or HK416. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have, and it is great to finally have one of these things in my collection. Gosh, she's gorgeous. But you know the one pain in the ass thing with ViperTech? They're like a reservation at Dorsia. You're not gonna get one.
Nobody goes there anymore.
And that's the thing with these rifles. If you're in Asia, yeah, you're fine. You'll be able to pick up one, no problem. Or, you know, with as little hassle as possible. But if you're on the opposite side of the world like I am, yeah, it's a bit difficult.
I've got a tanning bed at home. You should look into it.
Say, for example, if I wanted to order some ViperTech internal components, or externals, or hell, even EB Tech magazines, I cannot go to an airsoft shop, whether in-store or online, and pick those things up that I need because they're just not there. They're not catered for. And I dare say in Europe as well, it's the same deal. I'm gonna have to order all the way from Asia, and that can take as long as, 2-3 weeks, perhaps even more. And that's if you can even get them and have them shipped to you. And that is the problem with the Rolls-Royce of GBBRs. Pain in the ass, right? I cannot wait to start reviewing this thing and seeing what it's capable of, and I hope to see you then on my review, which, well, it's not going to be very soon. It's most likely going to be coming out next year, and I hope to see you then. So, thank you again so much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, look after yourselves. Catch you in a bit.